This episode of the Divine Wealth Experiment is centered around intentional balance. I had to figure out and learn what intentional balance looks like for me. And I actually came to the conclusion that balance doesn't always look the same at different stages of your life, but you can still uphold standards of balance. Hey guys, my head wrap looking a little wild. I am working out right now and I wanted to share something that I've just started to do. So I started to time my rest for 60 seconds in between my reps. That just helps me not lollygag and be intentional with my time. So I'm about to get back to my workout. Alright guys, I'm in my basement, my little makeshift backdrop. I am starting to record a daily podcast on the Natural Girls Club on my other channel because talking, communicating, telling my story, etc. is a strong suit for me. It is my natural talent, so I am utilizing that. And I am working on getting paid to exist. So that looks like using my talents to generate money. And I'm using this as a means to bring people into my community, into my channel, just building my audience. And I'm making it a new rule now that every time I make content, I'm always going to be wearing the earrings that I made. Because on TikTok today, someone was interested in these earrings. So every time I create content, I'm going to be wearing my earrings. Hi guys. I'm at the park. It is 3:48 right now. And today has been a good day. Today's like my first official day following my new habit tracker. And I've been practicing my habit tracker for a while, tweaking it for a while, seeing what was realistic, what's not realistic, etc. So today I got my habit tracker down to something that I feel stretches me, but still gives me some room to like breathe, some air room that's more doable. So today's my first day. I've gotten through half of it. The sun is starting to peek through and I'm a little hot. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish up journaling. So today is the 13th as I'm doing this, and my birthday is 7 days away. In the past, I've tried to challenge myself to achieve something by my birthday. And I'm not doing that this year. I'm challenging myself, but I am not doing it for my birthday. I'm more doing it just to get the ball rolling with achieving what it is that I desire. And when I first started writing in my journal, I was going to talk negatively about my birthday coming around, but I'm going to speak positively. I'm glad that I caught myself, about to be negative. But I've been feeling good. The last couple weeks or so, I've been struggling a little bit. I've been struggling with my emotions, just like being negative, feeling uncomfortable. Like, I'm struggling to find the balance to not be negative and uncomfortable in my situation. It is like in my head and not be so mad about the situation. And I'm struggling. I'm not going to lie. I'm struggling with that. Another reason why I wanted to mention my journal entry is because manifestation is going to be a large part of my divine wealth experiment. At first, I was feeling a little like I didn't want to bother with visualization. I didn't want to bother with manifestation. I didn't want to do any of those things. But I realized that that was just coming from a negative place. That was just coming from me not wanting to be let down. And it's just a little bit difficult manifesting when you're in just kind of like a negative place or an uncomfortable place. That's how I feel. Like, I'm putting so much energy into navigating my emotions and my mental that putting energy into manifesting kind of just feels like another thing. Like, a part of me didn't want to feel hopeful. A part of me didn't want to be optimistic. I just wanted to live in the now. Being optimistic and knowing what you desire, visualizing what you desire, helps you navigate to that instead of just being open to anything. I'm recommitting myself to just manifesting more, visualizing more. I've been doing my meditation for the past couple days. I really, really enjoy doing that. So I'm just going to script. I should probably just get a journal to script in too, honestly. I should do that actually. That's going to be something I put on the list.
Between business strategy, value models, and what you want for yourself, the vision, mission piece, and the sales conversion, money flowing into your account piece. And that bridge is your offers. It is your school and in school offers that close that bridge. As a recap, we started by understanding what school is as a platform and how the community model is the most leveraged type of business model you can build on the platform. We then understood that there is different types of providing value in a community. There's different community value models. And then we also understood that a role model community is one of the most synergetic and sustainable types of community value models, because you are getting paid for becoming who you wanted to become anyways, by building yourself in public, documenting that journey, and inviting people on that journey with you. And it's ever evolving, it never stops. It's perfect for monthly recurring revenue, but it's also perfect because you're just doing what you wanted to do anyways, and then documenting.
I'm not even gonna lie, guys. Today, it's like my morning started off good. Well, I got up and I did what I needed to do, like meditate, stretch, do qigong. I went in nature, did all my things. But I just an overwhelming feeling of being overwhelmed, being exhausted kind of just came over me, and I got so emotional. And I realized I am overwhelmed. I am exhausted. And at this point, I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna go get a job. I have a job, but I've been slowly doing less and less hours because I can choose my hours. That's a long story. That's a whole story in itself. And I was contemplating if I should share it, but I'm not going to share it for now. But anyway, I'm just feeling really overwhelmed. Like, I've been on this journey for 6 years, and I've been healing and growing for 6 years. I've been working on my finances for 6 years. I have been just going through these processes within myself for 6 years, and it's like, damn, I'm tired. I'm tired of thinking. I'm tired of having these mental battles with myself. It's like I feel like I need to give my brain a rest. I need to give my heart a rest. I just feel like, in my mind, I'm like, if you can go work a job, you can work for yourself, right? But for some reason, I just feel so overwhelmed. I just feel so, like, mentally, emotionally exhausted, and I don't really know what to do about it. So, yeah. I'm gonna spend the rest of the day thinking about the different things that I have committed myself to, and make a decision today whether I want to continue those commitments or what I'm gonna do. It's just, my brain is just doing a lot. My heart at the same time is doing a lot. It's just a lot. I just woke up and I gotta be at work in less than an hour. So, gotta wrap this up. It is almost 9 o'clock, so I'm clocking in right now. First things first on my agenda is moisturizing my hair and recording it for content. I really just needed to moisturize my hair and I didn't want to skip it, so I was like, let me just record it for content. But I'm glad that I thought about that, because today I am figuring out what are going to be my content, like, options for TikTok for short form, because I have so many different options of what to do for short form. I kind of feel overwhelmed. So I'm going to just pick a few short form ideas and just execute those, and just check back in at a later date and revise what I need to revise, etc. But wow, look at that. I'm using gloves because my nail polish is chipped and I don't want it to get caught in my hair. Me trying to convince you to stop buying those curly wigs and just let your hair grow out. Just because you have your hair out and it's not necessarily done does not mean that you have to look crazy or you have to look bummy. All right, guys, update. Since I started working at 9 o'clock, I've been able to post some content. I recorded some content and I have a good, yeah, I did good with that. The only thing is, moisturizing my hair definitely took a long time. So the content that I got in comparison to how long it took me to moisturize, and I took a little break after, there was some time in between. I made my morning drink. If you guys know, you know. And, I cleaned up a little bit. I did some more of my morning tasks. So next time I have to make sure that I do all that before I'm supposed to start working. I got some things done, but now it's time to transition. So I'm gonna do some morning things that I need to do, like make my smoothie, finish cleaning up. After I do that, I'm gonna go to the library to finish up some other work. And I'm going to give myself more time working today, like later, to make up for the time that I kind of wasted earlier. So let's go. Currently it is, I think, 12, but let me see. Yeah, so it's 12 o'clock, so I'm about to do my best to do all that within an hour. And 12 is usually, in my mind, the time when I go on break anyway, like on a regular day. So this is going to be like my break time and getting some of my tasks done before I start working again. I was gonna wear my shirt like this, but I'm like, that is not appropriate. Lip. I am late for work, guys. I have my smoothie. I'm about to be on my way. Me being late on my first day is kind of crazy, but I'm getting it together. The reality of my situation is I need to do something in order to get more money coming into my life, and that demands more of my time, more of my energy, and more of my focus. I can do that for someone else, exchanging my time for money, or I can do that for myself. I'm not opposed to getting a job. In the meantime, I am treating my business like it is my job. And I loved it. I actually got a lot done. I was very proud of myself. If I continue to do this, I'm pretty confident that I will be able to bring in more money for myself. intentional balance for me right now looks like pouring a lot of my attention and complete focus into working on the money foundational areas of my life while I pour attention into my mental health, emotional health, making sure I am taken care of in those areas as well.